Hey guys, welcome to another episode of DIY with Danny. In this episode, we're going to show you guys how to do planter boxes. You can do it for your office, for your home, for your flip. It's going to be fun. Don't forget, please like that subscribe button, click that bell, comment, and maybe we'll ship you a planter box. Who knows? But hey, let's go ahead and get started. Excited. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to share with you first how many boards you're going to need. So you're going to need about 14 1x6 cedar boards. You're also going to need 4 1x4s, and 10 of the boards you're not going to do anything with. You're just going to leave them alone. You're going to use those on the outsides, and then the rest of them you're going to cut into about 11.5. Those are going to be for the shelf and also for the outside corner. So I'm going to go ahead and write this down and create a list so that I can show you what we got. What am I doing? Like, technology is improved since 1945. You know, in construction, why write stuff down on a piece of cardboard when you got your phone, you got computer? Utilize technology in construction. It's really going to help. So with all these boards and material, you can get it at Home Depot, you can get it at Lowe's, you can get it at Ganal Lumber. We're not sponsored by any of them yet, but our door's always open. You can pick it up there. You're also going to need some screws. So I think I got some screws here. You know, you're going to want to get some screws like this. This will work. These are actually galvanized screws, so they don't rust. You don't want stuff that's going to rust because it's an outdoor product, and also this cedar is really good for outdoors as well. There's a lot of different materials you can choose from, but we typically like to go with cedar. So next thing we're going to do is go ahead and start building this and show you exactly how we put it together. So let's get started. So we have one board on the end, we have 2 boards in the middle for support, we have one across the top, 2 boards down, and then we have another one at the end. What you see here is our side panel. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards. This is our side panel, and then we have our 1x's here. This is actually going to support our shelf, which you'll see that in a few minutes when we get to that point. And then we also have our corner 1x pieces, and this is where we attach the corners together. So you'll see how that all comes together. So basically what I did here is I just took these 1x's and I tacked them to the side pieces, and I also lined up our corner pieces. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well, and we also attached the 1x to the outside of the corner pieces. So this is going to allow us to put everything together, and all we did for the other side is we're just basically duplicating this section for the other side as well. So let's go ahead and stand these up, and we're going to put these together and screw them off. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put this together. First thing you want to do is just stand up this side of the panel here, and then we're going to attach this section of the panel, and this is why you can see how these 1x's work out on the side. These basically join together like this. It's going to hold it in place, and we're going to grab our screw gun and go ahead and screw this off. So really, once you get that first screw in, it's going to hold itself together, and then you want to get one on the bottom. And now you just take your screws and run them up along this side here. I think we talked about this in one of our other videos. You don't really need to over tighten this. It's not a tire. It's going to get them in there snug. This will hold it nice and sturdy. And then we're just going to repeat this process all the way around, and then we'll show you how to get those shelves in there next. Last screw, last but not least. So we're basically just going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. You can see how it joins together, lines up nice and perfect. If you have a helper, great. If not, you're going to get one screw at the top just to get you started. You want to make sure that the top is level and flush with the corner section. Run that screw in there, and that just holds you in place there for a minute so you can get one at the bottom. Now you're good to go. All right, so we're going to line up this corner just like so. Then we're going to come over to this side. We're going to get a screw in this corner like we talked about on the other side. This will get us in place. Unless you have a helper. Unfortunately, everybody went home for the day. So it's just me and our cameraman here. Then we're going to come over to this side and we're going to put a screw on this corner here. Now that's good to hold it. I'm going to jump back over to the other side and screw these off. All right, so we have this one, and that's pretty much it. I mean, very simple. As you can see, we have all of our screws in, we had all of our boards cut, so this actually goes together relatively quickly. Next, we'll show you how to put these shelves in, and we'll drop this down and show you some plants and how they look inside them, how it all comes together. All right, so now it's all going to start to come together for you. This is one of the reasons why we have these cut. These are actually going to slip in here, and you can see it's going to sit right on top of this shelf here. And all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run these out and set these on top. We'll put a screw here and a screw at the bottom. That'll hold it in. Once we get all these in, we can go ahead and set it up in location and go ahead and put our plants inside the planter box. Perfect, there we go. So this is what's going to support our plants. We're going to go ahead and set this up in the area of the driveway that we're going to put our plants in, and we'll show you what that looks like. All right, so now that we have it in position where we want it, we're going to go ahead and load this up. We actually have some cacti here from one of our other job sites. You can check that out on one of our other videos that we did, D&E's flip tip, how to repurpose these. So you can see these just set, you know, right on this ledge. We got a couple more here we're going to put in. All right, so we got the last one here, and as you can see, this actually works as a barrier between the parking spot and we have an outdoor seating area. All right, so you can see we have our planter box that we built. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planted cacti. Turned out really good. I think overall, this is a very easy project. Anybody can do it. We're going to leave everything for you in the show notes. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more insight on how to utilize these planter boxes, D&E's Flip Tips, another series in our YouTube channel, go check those guys out. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.